The man robbed contraband for the first time, but because it was dark and he couldn't see clearly, he accidentally stole from the mob boss. Most people in that situation would leave the city immediately, but Luciano chose to face the mob boss alone, because if he ran, his brothers would definitely be killed because of it. Seeing Luciano standing in front of him, the mob boss admired his courage, but still pulled out a gun.
You give me a name, I'll murder for you.
Hearing those words, the mob boss hesitated, because he suddenly remembered Luciano from 10 years ago. Back then the mob boss had executed a man in debt, but his men refused to remove the man's gold tooth, because they thought he was too dirty. At that moment, Luciano appeared, picked up a brick from the ground, and helped the mob boss take the tooth. From that day on, Luciano officially joined the mob, but no matter how hard he worked, he never earned the mob boss respect, so Luciano decided to rob contraband, to prove himself. Although this time he had stolen from the boss, the mob boss admired Luciano's courage, and since he happened to want someone eliminated, he agreed to Luciano's request. Just a few days ago, the mob boss was targeted by an assassin, and Luciano's mission was to kill that assassin. After 3 weeks of waiting, Luciano finally spotted the assassin alone. He quickly turned and fired, killing him instantly. The mob boss was impressed by Luciano's skill, and gave him control over part of the contraband business. Luciano invented a unique way to transport goods, which greatly increased the gang's income, but it wasn't long before police broke into Luciano's home and took him away. Luciano was sentenced to 6 months in prison, while the mob boss remained untouched. In prison, Luciano finally realized that working under someone else would never give him a future, so the first thing he did after getting out was bribe the mob boss bodyguards with a large sum of money. Then he invited the mob boss to a restaurant. Luciano excused himself to the restroom and left the scene. At first the mob boss didn't care, but when he saw his bodyguards also leave, he realized something was wrong. But by then, Luciano's men had already entered and killed the mob boss. From that moment on, Luciano became the new mob boss.